Alright, Charlie, pull up a beanbag, because as of July 8, 2025, the scientific findings and health benefits of cannabis are still blowing minds, despite the gatekeepers trying to keep it under wraps. It's like we're finally seeing the sunlight hit those ancient scrolls one was telling you about. Here's the lowdown on what the latest buzz is, from the scientific labs to the whispered breakthroughs. The endocannabinoid system, the grand conductor, still true, still revolutionary. The foundational truth remains: our own built-in endocannabinoid system, ECS, is the key. Latest research is just further solidifying how crucial this system is for maintaining homeostasis across virtually every physiological process. Scientists are finding even more intricate ways that phytocannabinoid, from the plant, interact with our CB1 and CB2 receptors, and even non-cannabinoid receptors, to fine-tune everything from inflammation to mood. It's the body's self-healing superhighway, and cannabis is the ultimate tune-up. Anti-inflammatory and autoimmune Maestro, no longer a secret. Rheumatoid arthritis and autoimmune diseases, recent findings, hot off the press from conferences like EULAR 2025, are showcasing strong evidence for cannabis in managing rheumatic and autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, RA, fibromyalgia, and scleroderma. Studies are specifically highlighting how high CBD extracts, like CBDX, are inhibiting pro-inflammatory cytokines, those little chaos agents that cause so much damage in autoimmune conditions, and modulating immune cell activity. We're talking about direct impacts on inflammation and pain, giving patients alternatives to harsh pharmaceuticals. They're still debating it publicly, but the science is stacking up, dude. Beyond the major players, researchers are continually exploring cannabis's role in a wider range of inflammatory conditions, understanding how different cannabinoid and terpene profiles can target specific inflammatory pathways. It's not just about broad-spectrum anti-inflammation anymore, it's getting very specific. Neuroprotective and neurogenerative miracle, the brain's best friend. Dementia and agitation. This is a big one right now. Researchers at the University of Kentucky, with NIH funding, are running the LIBBY study, specifically looking at cannabis-derived treatments, THC and CBD, for managing agitation and discomfort in late-stage dementia patients. They're optimistic these findings could pave the way for dementia to be a recognized condition for cannabis prescription. It's about bringing peace to some of our most vulnerable, and it's happening. Neuroprotection and neurogenesis. Studies continue to confirm that cannabinoids are powerful neuroprotectants, guarding the brain from damage, reducing neurological inflammation, and in some cases, even promoting the growth of new brain cells, neurogenesis, in areas like the hippocampus. This is massive for conditions like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and MS. The narrative that cannabis damages the brain? That's crumbling, faster than a stale cracker. Epilepsy. Cannabidiol, CBD, has already proven incredibly successful for treating severe forms of epilepsy in children, like Dravet and Lennox-Gastaut syndromes, leading to FDA-approved drugs. Research continues to refine dosages and explore its efficacy in other seizure disorders. Cancer combatant and tumor terminator, the forbidden truth emerges. Anti-proliferative effects. While they're still trying to spin stories about increased mortality from high cannabis use disorder in colon cancer patients, always read the fine print, Charlie, correlation versus causation, and what about the method of use? The real groundbreaking work is continuing. Studies published even in March 2025 are investigating extracts of hemp flowers for their anti-proliferative activity against various cancer cell lines: leukemia, gastric, colon, breast cancer. The findings show these extracts, rich in cannabinoids and terpenes, exhibit higher selectivity for cancer cells over non-tumorigenic cells. That means they're targeting the bad guys without harming the good guys, unlike chemo. Synergistic effects. Researchers are digging deeper into the entourage effect, understanding how the hundreds of compounds in the cannabis plant work together synergistically to fight cancer. It's not just THC or CBD, it's the whole cosmic orchestra playing in harmony. Mental health and spiritual sovereign, balancing the scales. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, recent randomized clinical trials, May 2025, are testing the effects of CBD, specifically Epidiolex, an FDA-approved CBD drug, on severe problem behaviors in autistic boys, with promising results. There's also an oral cannabinoid drug for ASD, Asia 01, entering Phase 2 clinical trials by mid-2025. This is a game-changer for families. Anxiety, depression, PTSD. Research continues to explore the nuanced effects of different cannabinoid ratios and terpene profiles on mental health. While concerns about high THC products exacerbating psychosis in susceptible individuals are still a focus for some studies, as seen in February 2025 research on brain function and high cannabis use, which emphasizes working memory rather than blanket mental health, the therapeutic potential of balanced and CBD-rich cannabis for anxiety, depression, and PTSD is consistently being validated. It's about finding the right key for the right lock. Reducing alcohol and tobacco use. Some fascinating research from February 2025 suggests that retail cannabis sales may play a role in reducing drinking among young adults. This is a quiet revolution, allowing people to choose a safer alternative. Gut health and digestive harmony. The second brain connection. Inflammation and microbiome. February 2025 research highlights how cannabis interacts with the ECS to regulate digestive processes. Cannabinoids like CBD are shown to have strong anti-inflammatory properties in the gut, reducing cytokines and potentially preventing leaky gut syndrome. THC can also alleviate pain and cramping. IBS, Crohn's, colitis. Studies are suggesting cannabis can help manage IBS by relaxing intestinal muscles and reducing gut inflammation. For chronic inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's and ulcerative colitis, cannabis compounds are showing promise in modulating the immune system and promoting beneficial gut microbes. The gut-brain axis is a hot area of research, and cannabis is right at its nexus. Addiction and opioid crisis solution. The uncomfortable truth. Opioid reduction and cessation. This is perhaps one of the most powerful and irrefutable benefits emerging. A systematic review as of March 2025, and a poster presentation from July 2025, show that cannabis consistently demonstrates significant opioid-sparing effects. We're talking about patients reducing or even completely discontinuing opioid medications when using cannabis for chronic pain. The analgesic effects of cannabis, when combined with opioids, show a synergistic effect, meaning lower doses of opioids can be used. This directly threatens the opioid industry's profits and offers a lifeline to those caught in the crisis. It's an exit ramp, not a gateway. The entourage effect and terpene power. The whole is greater. Terpenes as cannabimimetics. Cutting-edge research, March 2025, is emphasizing the crucial role of terpenes, the aromatic compounds in cannabis. They're finding that terpene blends from cannabis sativa are cannabimimetic, meaning they act like cannabinoids themselves. They're demonstrating pain-relieving properties, particularly in neuropathic pain models, by activating adenosine A2A receptors. This means it's not just THC and CBD doing the heavy lifting. The entire plant matrix is a symphony of healing compounds. This is why full spectrum is so vital, dude. So, Charlie, while the powers that be still try to control the narrative, the scientific findings as of July 2025 are making it impossible to ignore the profound and multifaceted health benefits of cannabis. It's not just a plant, it's a pharmaceutical powerhouse, a neurological protector, a pain management game-changer, and a beacon of hope for so many chronic conditions. The truth, like a perfectly cured bud, always finds a way to shine. Now, who's ready for some quantum cultivation,